Hey everybody, welcome to another math video. So for this one, I'll be talking about measures of central tendency. So this is more of a statistics type of video, but you do see these things kind of everywhere. But yeah, let's get into it. So these are the things that I'll be talking about. Okay, so we're going to be identifying them, defining them, and go through some examples. Okay, so measures of central tendency, there's primarily three that we talk about. That's the mean, median, and the mode. So first we'll go through the mean. So the mean is another word for average, and it has a formula, and this is it here. So you're probably thinking, this looks kind of weird. I've never seen notations like this before. So let me break it down for you. Let's go through the formula. So first we'll start with this one here. This is read as x bar. And this is the symbol we use for the mean. Okay, so primarily in statistics, you'll see lots of x bars. Okay, next we have this guy here. This is the Greek letter sigma, and it's a capital sigma, and all it means is sum. Right, so it just means that whatever it's attached to, you're going to add it all up. Okay, so this one here is the variable for each value in your data set. So everything you have in your data set is represented by this x here, and this one here is the amount of things you have in your data set. So if you have 5 numbers, your n would be 5. Or if you have 6 people, your n would be 6. Stuff like that. Okay, so I hope that makes sense. So we'll go through an example. So find the mean of the following data set, and if you have to, round to the nearest tenth. So all you're going to do to find the mean is you'll take all these numbers, you'll add them up, and then you divide the sum by how many numbers you added up. So 1 plus 2 plus 3 plus 5 plus 9, that's going to equal to 20. And we'll divide 20 by 5 numbers. So 20 divided by 5, so your mean should be 4. Okay, so I hope that was pretty straightforward. We'll try one more. Okay, well, I guess not. I thought I had one more example. So I guess we'll go into the next one. Median. So the median is the middle of your data set. So the first thing you gotta do is you gotta place everything in numerical order. And the value that's in the exact middle is going to be your median. And if you ever have trouble remembering what the median is, just think of like when you drive with that yellow line that's in the middle of the road. What's that called? It's called the median. And where is it located? In the middle of the road. So median, middle, just remember that. But if you have a data set that has an even amount of values, then what you need to do is, you do it the same exactly. You place them in numerical order, but the only difference is, instead of taking the numbers in the middle, because you'll have 2 middle numbers in this case, you have to find the average of those 2 middle numbers to get the exact middle. Okay, so let's go through a couple examples for this. Okay, so find the median. So first you need to make sure they're in numerical order, which they are. Then we see how many numbers we have. If we have an odd amount, then no problem. Then our median is going to be in the exact middle. So 5 numbers here, our exact middle is going to be the 3rd number, which in this case is number 3. Pretty simple, pretty straightforward. So here's a case where we have an even amount of numbers. So in this case we have 6 numbers. So again, make sure they're in numerical order. Then you want to find the 2 numbers that are in the middle, because you will have 2 numbers in the middle. So in this case, 3 and 4 are going to be your 2 middle numbers. And to find the median for this case, what we're going to do is we're going to take the average or the mean of the 2 middle numbers. So you add these 2 together and divide by 2. So 3 plus 4 is 7. 7 divided by 2 is 3.5. So in this case, the median is 3.5. So same exact steps as if you had an odd amount of values. Only difference with the even amount of values is you gotta average the middle two values to get your median. Oh, that was pretty straightforward. Okay, so lastly we have the mode. So this is the value or values that appear the most in a data set. So I say value or values because you could have more than one value that appears the same amount of times in your data set. Okay, so let's take a look at a couple of examples for this. So here's your data set, and it helps to have it in numerical order and grouped together, which I've done already for you. So all you gotta do is find the mode. So you can see I got 4 1s, 2 2s, 2 3s, 2 4s, and 2 5s. So remember, the mode is the value or values that appear the most. So 1 appears 4 times, while everything else appears twice, which makes 1 the mode for this data set. Alright? Now let's take a look at another example. So same thing, we're going to find the mode. So again, helps to put it in numerical order, or at least in groups where you have all the same numbers together or same things together, because you might not be working with numbers. Okay, so we got 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. So we got 1 0, 3 1s, 4 2s, 2 3s, 4 4s, and 2 5s. So 2 appears 4 times, 4 appears 4 times. They appear the same amount of times, so this one will have 2 answers, 2 and 4, because they appear the most and have the same amount of values for each. Alright, so to sum it up, so we talked about the mean. That's another way to say average. And if you forgot how to do the mean, all you do is you add all the numbers up, you divide by however many numbers you have. Right? The median, we said, was the middle value of your data set. So first you got to put everything in numerical order. Then you find the middle value. If you have an odd amount of values, then whatever is right in the middle is your median. If you have an even amount of values, you find the 2 middle numbers and you find the mean of them, and that's your median. The mode, we just went over, that's your value or values that appears the most in your data set. So you could have more than one answer for that. Alright guys, well that's it for this video. If you want to review anything, feel free to rewind, go back, and check out the separate sections. Otherwise, thanks for tuning in, and I will see you on my next video. Take care.